That's how I imagine it. It goes.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you hear? I'll do it to you. Do you want to do reverse now?
Yeah, I'll do it how I answer.
Okay.
All right. Hello, Supplement Gilio's office.
Hi, I had a question for Supplement Jillian. I want to know what the current status of Bill 0936 was and when that was going to go to vote.
All right, hold on 1 second. Let me just check it out. Well, it's going to be going out, I believe, in a few days. And is there anything you'd like? Yeah. All right, you got the idea.
Where are you? This wasn't funny. Mine was way better.
Well, this is how I usually do it.
I didn't realize you're actually going to really do it. When you worked there, was that an actual question you would get? Like, what do people call their senators for, other than to just complain about shit?
Well, we got a lot of complaining.
Yeah.
Usually,
Here's a question. Does the complaining do anything?
It depends. If they're from the district, yeah, it'll, if I care enough to even tell the assembly member, like if I think it's that important, I'll tell him, and he'll be like, all right, what's his name? I'll be like, Joe Smith. Where's he from? He's from Chautauqua. That was one of the counties in his district, and he'll be like, all right, I'll see what I can do about that. Usually though, it really all depends because, for example, I worked in a minority office, and the minorities don't have power in Albany, so usually he'd be like, well, I'll see what the committee wants, and they'll go from there. But usually, he himself can't do too much being in a minority position.
Yeah.
That's
Okay. Dave,
about
can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Okay, I just want to make sure my mic was being. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
So that's there. I mean, if the person's not from the district, like say he's from he's from Onondaga County, which is where I am, and he was calling the 149th, which is the assembly member I worked under, he'd probably be like, oh, that's nice. And that's about it. So 9 times out of 10, though, it's usually a lobbyist that's calling to confirm an appointment. So it really those are basically what the phone calls we get, or it's from the district office.
Mm-hmm.
So that was about it.
Okay.
It was a blast. It was a blast working in Albany, though. You definitely had downtime, though. Other than that, though,
every job is downtime, but
yeah, but sometimes working in certain minority offices, there's a shitload of downtime. Actually, April Fool's Day, I pranked the member I worked for, my boss.
What'd you do?
Yeah, I had a friend of mine go on the other phone, call the office up, and I picked it up, and I got the secretary in the office too, in on the joke. I had her call up like she was a crazy lobbyist talking about the smoke ban.
Yeah.
And so I'm listening, and I'm talking to her, and I'm talking loud enough so the member could hear, and he's in his office like working on some paperwork. And I go, well, hold on a second, man. What is this about? Oh, yes, the smoking ban. Yes, I understand. All right, yeah. All right. Well, all right. Well, hold on. Hold on a second, lady. I can't help it that your daughter's a whore. I started talking about like that, and he got up because like his head. My secretary looked in the office when I said that. His eyes just kind of looked up, and she walked into the room and goes, "He just called someone's daughter a whore," and he goes, "I know, I just heard." So he got up to get like a glass of water, which is right in front of my desk. And he starts filling it up, and I'm like, and I'm starting to get angry with my friend on the phone. I'm like, no, listen, no, you listen for a second, all right? I don't really give a damn about what you have to say. I'm going on.
Yeah.
And he's going, okay, Dave, just calm down. Who is this? Who's that? Who's calling? And I go, you know what you can do? And I wanted to swear a lot more, but the door was open and there were lobbyists around. I go, you can take a long walk up Short Bridge and go to hell. And I slammed the phone down, and my member's like, all right. He goes, well, those are some votes I just lost. And he goes, so who was that? And I was telling him, and I was like, April Fool's, and he thought it was funny. I was the king for the day, so.
Oh.
Right.
That's amazing.
Oh.
That's a good practical joke, actually. My main practical joke was always sneaking down to the how does one say, the kitchen. I'm completely my mind is numb right now. And like the sprayer for the sink, taking a piece of a rubber band and like sticking it down, the handle down, so when you go down to get a glass of water and you turn on the thing, it sprays you. That was like my thing forever.
In high school?
That was like my April Fool's joke for like years and years and years and years. And
I always said that. Oh, they're gonna do it again.
I know, and they did. They always did it.
You're like, oh, April Fools, yeah.
Motherfucker.
Exactly.
Yeah. So about this election, okay. It's been 50 minutes of gap. We can move on now, Dave. You can go into your debating.
All right. As well as people know, last night, since this is Friday, Thursday night was the first and only vice presidential debate between Senator Joseph Biden, man of 35 years of experience, and
Joe Biden,
Governor Sarah Palin, the governor experience of about 3 years. So, what are your thoughts on the? First off,
I love Joe Biden because he kind of reminds me of Bob Dole in the sense he always referred to himself as Joe Biden. He's like, 35 years ago, Joe Biden joined the Senate. You want change? Vote for Joe Biden. I'm Joe Biden. Joe Biden lives near Home Depot. Like my doorknobs, Joe Biden. So I kind of love that. You're not laughing, so I guess it wasn't that funny.
No. I had the mic away because I was drinking some water.
Okay, well, whatever.
Anyway,
overall debate, I do kind of follow along with like kind of the general analyses are saying, at least on CNN, which is what I've been watching a lot lately, is that Sarah Palin did good for Sarah Palin, but the thing is, the bar was set so ridiculously low for her. That's not saying a terrible amount, but she did like manage to kind of stay solid and ground and everything. But I thought that Joe Biden won. I thought he. Just as far as policy goes, as I'm going off of, again, I'm biased, I agree with his policies. And I thought Sarah Palin, she just came, this is not why I don't like, I'm not saying she didn't win, but she just came off a part, she used like just kind of this smug, as I guess the best word, like this smug, what's the word I'm looking for? Small town, kind of like, I'm a smug person, I'm from a small town, and like...
That's smug?
That was like her excuse for everything.
That's fucking smug, are you kidding me?
No, well, no, the thing with the smug, and then the thing with the smug is like, every time she'd say something, she'd like wink at the camera.
She winked, I think, twice, and one of them was to like someone off to the side that was there.
Yeah, but she'd be like, oh, Joe, say it ain't so, and like be like that, and it just
first off, that's the way she talks. Like,
I know, but it drives me nuts.
Remember Bobby's World's mom?
Yeah. And it drives me. It drives me crazy. That accent drives me.
I thought, honestly, this is gonna sound a little sexist. I thought she was so cute, though. I loved it, but
yeah.
But my actual because I'm like, oh, she looks so cool. But I loved the first 10 seconds. She's like, she goes up to Joe and she's like, "Hi, really? Can I call you Joe?" Like, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I think she did rather well against Joe Biden. Like I said, an experienced senator, and I think Joe won it because I think these debates are really showing where the experience lies in some of these candidates. But other than that, policy being policy, you can go to. It's funny. Even she mentioned, we'll see what the real facts are tomorrow, and factcheck.org, like we did last time on the show. .org. Oh, that's just an OR. Anyways, it talked about where they both slipped up and where they misquoted things. I'll just read two from both sides. Let's see.